I'll be reacting to Heath's video on this hair transplant changed my life.
Alright, so one of Mariah's Christmas presents was new wheels and tires for her Jeep. I just had it installed right now, so we're gonna go pick it up and see what it looks like. Oh my god! That looks so good. She's gonna die.
He's gonna have a before and after too, just like that truck.
It looks amazing. Got the old stuff back there.
Hello?
It looks so good.
Yeah?
Oh my god, it's insane.
Are you on your way back?
Yeah, I'm driving back now. I cannot wait to show you it.
It'd be funny if this video had nothing to do with his hair. It was just about the truck.
A few moments later.
I don't trust you. I'm gonna have Mariah do it. I'm getting my hair transplant in 2 days.
Nice.
And I have to shave my head.
We actually have a video on how to properly prep the hair for FUE for the recipient and for the donor area. And so sometimes shaving the whole head is the only and best option that some clinics provide. And other times you have options, whether to partially shave your donor area or the recipient area or not shave the recipient area at all. In this case, I guess he was told that we're going to just be shaving your whole head. I'm assuming that he's going to get FUE because of that. So some clinics will shave your head as you show up for the day of the procedure, and other times I guess some people choose to do it in advance. I personally don't like people coming in with a shaved head because it's helpful, I think, for planning purposes to see how the hair looks when it's more fully grown out. And that's my preference. So we tell people for at least 1 to 2 weeks, you know, don't shave before the procedure.
I've never had a buzz cut, so I feel like I should at least enjoy it for a couple days.
Go ahead and tie yourself up. Yeah.
Oh god. Too tight.
Too tight. Too tight.
This thing sucks.
Don't say that. It has the Conair logo on it.
Oh, you're right.
You can't f up Conair.
Alright, you know what?
That's like that thing that we used to eat lobsters in too.
We're gonna cover every mirror in the house after this. So, and we're gonna take your phone so you can't look at yourself.
Let's just do it before I change my mind. Have fun.
That razor looks legit. Yeah, you always have to start right in the middle because there's no way back after that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god.
It's a good shaped head, right?
Yeah, you have a good head.
This is so weird.
Oh, you look fine.
Cancel the transplant. He looks good.
Can you spit like an Eminem line?
Bald in the head.
Yeah.
About to go to bed.
Hey.
Then do it again.
Y'all heard what I said?
After surgery, he's gonna be a bit red.
Tar, the last hairline.
The last hairbender.
I honestly think it looks good. You look like you're ready to skate. You look like you've like done something bad.
I look like I do something bad?
Yeah.
You look hot.
You do look pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait, you saw?
No, I touched it. I'm not...
He has some frontotemporal recession, but overall his hair looks pretty good.
Oh my god!
It looks really good, actually.
That is weird.
It's not as drastic as I thought it would.
There's a bit of scalloping right here at the temples, but you know, there's not a whole lot of loss, to be honest. I wonder if he's on medical therapy, and not really sure what their plan is for the transplant, but if anything, it would be overall fairly, I think, minor just into the frontotemporal area. Maybe 1,000 grafts, 1,200 grafts, something like that.
I don't feel cool, I'll tell you that much.
What are those?
The big
balls
day.
for?
That is what they injecting. You can.
You know, the balls actually do help. It gives you something to squeeze when you're getting those needles, and I think we've started to incorporate them more and more. I actually just went recently for my own eyelid procedure, and those numbing shots hurt, and so having that ball to squeeze was somewhat helpful, I found.
You can squeeze it.
I was gonna squeeze Jordan's head.
Yeah.
You gonna go stress ball or you gonna go hands free?
Probably go hands free.
There's no shame in using the ball though.
Embarrassing. It's my dad.
So I see they've marked out the hairline. It's unclear to me yet how far back they're going. Maybe the whole frontal area is a bit thinner, and I don't know if they're going to work into that whole frontal scalp or not, but I see, you know, what they've marked for the hairline itself.
Your day. Or it's Friday the 13th and everything just goes wrong. We lose the house, we lose the car, the hairlines.
So they are doing some temple work. It looks like they're going to bring in the temples. There's still a natural recession, which is good. I do see some, you know, areas further back that they're probably going to try to reinforce, but I don't think he needs a ton of grafting.
I wake up his back there. She's
shaved your head for me.
I did, and then I found out I wasn't supposed to, and I was supposed to.
Oh, you see? So then they said, he just found out that he wasn't supposed to. So we try to, email out instructions at least 2 weeks before to everyone, but, not everyone reads instructions.
It's alright.
Got through it.
Does it look like I'm sleeping?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's the sounds you're making.
What am I breathing?
Just pick it up.
Thank you.
I hear a lot of people. It's almost go time, huh?
Yeah, the whole staff's
Wow.
coming in.
Because you see, all this is gone, right? So there's nothing here. So you're changing the contour from this to this.
Like this being bald?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, hun.
Am I losing hair here?
So he's marked out an area at the frontal scalp right at the forelock. So it looks like he's going to work into that as well as those frontal temporal areas. I can't quite see yet how far back they're planning to go, but let's see if we can tell as he works.
I'm going to be David Beckham after this.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Pretty much?
Was it still happening?
Yeah, he doesn't hear it, which is crazy because we all heard it.
It's that loud?
It was.
I was facing the other way. I was very aware. That's the thing. I was just meditating. It wasn't like tense. I was like, oh, he's very relaxed.
What are you, 90 years old?
I'm starting to feel like it. I should be sitting in that chair.
Should I pee before this?
No, well, this will be fast when you pee after. This is like
It's gonna need a
60
cup.
seconds.
It's not going to numb me and I can't make it to the bathroom.
We're not doing a girl.
Could we?
We're not giving birth.
So they've shaved the donor area down even more. So very likely this will be an FUE procedure.
Told me the worst part of this whole thing is this.
Well, there's got to be a worse
But it's
part.
not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should all start speaking in reverse to make him think that the medicine kicked in and like something's going on. Like, Lisa, walk.
What's going on? Yeah.
I wonder if they've given him any oral sedatives at this point or if they're just mainly going with the injections. And sometimes we give Ambien and Valium to take the edge off before injection.
All right. Little poke. That's it, okay?
That's it.
I'm gonna move kind of fast.
Yeah, that's one of probably 80 injections that he's going to get.
You're doing great. Wiggle your toes.
Oh, God.
Is your happy face?
Probably go hands free. Embarrassing.
That was a fun noise.
Perfect.
Holy
Now, as the injections go in, the heart starts to usually race because of the epinephrine component in the injectable. And that usually lingers for about 5-10 minutes and then it calms down. But sometimes people get really anxious and nervous because of the feeling that, your heart is moving faster.
Go back through with another round, but you won't feel it that much because you're already pretty numb.
I think I already
You can
peed.
take no more pain, okay?
Okay.
For now.
He's acting like he just gave birth.
Yeah.
Where's my baby?
Sometimes it's possible to start at the recipient area and create the sites first so that you have a sense of how many grafts you need when you go to the back. Other times you can start at the back and have an approximated number of grafts that you're planning and harvest from the back and then find a home for them. So it just depends on the situation and surgeon's preference.
Give me my baby! He's gonna have a lot.
They have lots of snacks.
So pass me a sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jordan.
You got a sunchip plug?
French onion?
Wee wee.
I thought it was like syringes, like medical
Oh,
equipment.
it's like Doritos and stuff.
4 snacks later.
Valium is one hell of a drug.
Jordan's acting like he's going under.
I think he said Valium, right? So it looks like he at least got some Valium, which is good. Takes the edge off for the procedure.
No peeking up my skirt. All right, guys.
So they're planning on doing the harvesting clearly here first. They've marked out a pretty broad area along the occipital and parietal scalp, and that will serve as the foundation for where they go to do the harvesting. And the harvesting has to be done in a very dispersed type of manner so that there isn't one spot that's over harvested, and I'm sure they're going to do just that.
I love you.
I love you.
Well, you too.
So they're using this handheld motorized punch, which is very standard, and we use something similar to do the FUE extractions. They haven't mentioned yet how many grafts they plan on harvesting, but we'll see if they bring that up later. And we also tend to mark the midline as they have here so that we can keep track of an even distribution between the two sides.
Your blood's actually neon green.
Some people are definitely oozier than others. Occasionally we have to give some vitamin K to help with some of the coagulation so that the blood isn't as thin as when the person initially came in, because it can be very oozy at times.
This man is asking me how I'm doing after being under the knife.
Because I am doing good, baby. Got me a little Italian sandwich.
So it looks like they probably finished the harvesting portion of the procedure, and now he's having some lunch.
You came out of your comatose. You won podcast of the year.
I'm more excited to see the recipient area and what they're going to do there.
Look at your influencer award.
This is your podcast of the year right here. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for watching. I gotta get my.
Oh yeah.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody watching and supporting.
The hair transplants, they're not very difficult procedures to undergo as the patient, because you're kept comfortable in most places, you know, the numbing and all of that. But it is a long day typically, and it's a lot of time to spend in the chair. So there is that component of it, but otherwise it's not a bad day. Okay, so it looks like the doctor was starting to make some sites. So they likely numbed the front first, and then he went in and started to make sites in that recipient area. He did the hairline first, which is a very common way to start. We usually do something similar. And now I'm starting to see how far back he's outlined. And I'm thinking that most likely that's going to consume about 1,800, maybe even up to 2,000 grafts into that planned zone.
Look up on me.
Okay.
Still having trouble seeing the back edge of what they've outlined, but as far as I can tell, I don't think they're working into the entire frontal scalp. We'll see a little bit more of that soon. And I'm seeing, you know, the temple work, the hairline work, there's good irregularity built in. Overall, you know, the first few rows are the single hair grafts, and that's what they've planned for here. So overall, nice work.
I don't even feel the haircut. This is so weird.
My man went from M&M's.
Yeah, so I can see it well here. And to me, it appears that they didn't fill the entire frontal scalp because overall his hair there was pretty good. But they did reinforce this entire sort of forelock hairline region for about maybe 2, maybe up to 3 centimeters of width. And they worked into the temple. So a case like this will usually consume anywhere between 1,400 up to maybe 1,800 to 2,000 grafts, somewhere in that ballpark. Again, it depends on the size of the area and the density that you're trying to build up. That will dictate the number of grafts that are needed.
You just changed my life today. I hope you know that.
That's what we like to do.
One day maybe you'll change my life.
I don't think he can fix what you got, Jordan.
We only deal with hair.
That's it. It's done. I feel really good, actually.
We also like to use these surgical caps that you see Keith walking out in. It's actually a fairly safe way to protect the hair when you leave the clinic. The other safe option is just open to air, but of course, you know, people worry about what others are going to say and how they're going to be looked at. But either open to air or with the surgical cap is the way to go in leaving the office.
Could be the Valium still.
It's definitely Valium.
Okay, nice video. They didn't really get into the nitty-gritties of the actual procedure, and they didn't really talk about, you know, graphs and sort of decision-making behind that and what their overall strategy was. But I definitely always appreciate when people share their story on YouTube. So thanks, Heath. Hope you have a great result. And we'll be watching for more videos to come on your hair transplant journey and how it ultimately looks. Since you enjoyed this video on Heath's hair transplant journey, make sure to watch our reaction to Zane's hair transplant journey next.